Akira Toriyama passed away, and a lot of people are going to be mourning his passing, rightfully so. I'm one of those people. I know this is a gaming channel, but I don't care. It's also just my channel. Akira Toriyama's impact on pop culture, on anime, even video games, cannot be understated. This man had okay, I'm telling you some reference, okay? I'm 34 years old. So back then, when you were growing up watching anime and you were black, it was very, very, very not widely accepted. You kind of kept that shit to yourself, and if someone knew you watched it and they also watched it, you had almost like a secret code language. I remember when I was in high school and I had a deep V-neck on, and one of my teammates was like, oh, he's wearing that Vegeta armor. And my brain was like, other people, black people, know about Vegeta? But that just goes to show you how much of an impact Dragon Ball had on the community. I can only speak personally from the black community, although I know the Mexicans are going to be an extreme mourning for the passing, because that's like a deity over there. And I've been to Mexico multiple times. But the black community and Dragon Ball have such a strong history. If you were growing up in the 90s and you know, were seeing one of those shirts you get at like the mall, people with spray paint on, it was most likely Dragon Ball Z. Hell, when I moved to the suburbs in the early 2000s, people were having Dragon Ball Z bowling shirts. Like Dragon Ball Z was everywhere. It was every single where. The term brolic, someone who's, you know, huge, comes from Broly. Black people love that shit so much, we just took his name and made it an adjective. That whole spiel is just to say, like, Dragon Ball Z, Toriyama's work was very, 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 and still to this day is very important to me. It influences my writing. It influences, you know, all of the shows that I like, a lot of things I like in Dragon Ball. When I find other shows, I'm like, hey, cool, you know, that's why I like One Piece and Naruto and all this other stuff. People who were influenced by Toriyama. So to see that he's passed is such a shock, but it's also so beautiful to know that so many people all over the world got to experience this man's work. I just saw that the country of China is officially mourning the passing of Akira Toriyama. There are people on my Twitter feed right now bringing up clips of old Dragon Ball Z stuff, Dragon Ball stuff, when they first watched it, how they got into it, how it was their gateway anime. It was one of the first animes I watched that I realized was actual anime and not just like a cartoon show. Like that was, for me, it was Dragon Ball. And I just want to say thank you. Like, thank you, Toriyama. You've done way more than you possibly could have imagined. In your contributions to not only, again, anime and manga, but gaming too. Dragon Quest, that's his character designs. So was Blue Dragon, that's his character designs. Obviously, all the Dragon Ball games based off of his design. I believe he had some input on some of them. He has another game coming out called Sandlands, which is also being announced with the anime to be attached to that. And I'm not gonna lie, I was always interested in watching it and playing it, but now I'm 100% going to like get it the second I am able to purchase it. Gotta show love and support for my boy Toriyama. The man had his finger in so many pies, but each pie was a masterpiece within itself. His character design work is fantastic. His art style is so unique, you know exactly either who people are copying, because let's be real, if you grew up in the 90s, or you grew up watching Dragon Ball, reading it, literally, you all drew Goku. You all did. All of us did. We all tried to go Super Saiyan. We all tried to do Kamehameha. Some of us more successful than others. We all just have memories, shared memories across generations, across cultural boundaries that connect us. And it's all thanks to Toriyama. So I just wanted to make that video real quick, that Akira Toriyama, even though he's passed, his inspiration, his legacy was cemented very early on. And I hope that his ending is exactly what he wanted. I hope that he's in a place where he can actually rest and just be. But thank you, Akira Toriyama.